Hello my people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Vivian TV. Who is this okra soup calling to come and eat? Who is this perfect okra soup calling? Who is this Nigerian okra soup calling to come and eat? If you really want to know how I made this Nigerian okra soup, sit down, relax, and watch me cook. Thanks as you watch. So here I have my fresh okra. If you're getting okra from the shop, the store, or the market, or even from your garden, make sure you get it when it's tender and when it's fresh. So how you know the fresh one? When you get an okra, just look around it to know if the body is smooth, no insect bite. Then if you want to know if it's tender and okay, just break it. If it easily breaks, you know that it's very tender and good, and it has all the nutrients in the right proportion at this stage. It's good to get your okra when it's soft, fresh, tender. Then I'll be using mackerel fish for this okra recipe. You can use any kind of fish, any type of fish, fresh fish, smoked fish, dried fish. You can use any kind of fish for this okra soup. Then here I have spinach. You can use any kind of green leafy vegetable also, like pumpkin leaf. You can use it, but here I'll be using spinach for this recipe. Also, I have my spices. Here I have my purple onion, Scotch red bonnet pepper, salt, blended crayfish, then my seasoning cubes, and also my red palm oil. Now I'll quickly wash and cut the fish so that I can cook them before cutting the okra. So guys, this is the fish, well washed with salt. Then here I have the spices I'll add to it. Here's my seasoning cubes, salt, the onions, then pepper. Then I'll add half cup of water to it. So I'll allow this fish to cook for 10 minutes before I'll bring them out. I didn't put a lot of water into the fish because okra soup needs to be thick. So you need to add just little water. This helps the okra soup to come out thick. So as this fish is cooking, I'll go and prepare the okra and other ingredients. Before cutting your okra, make sure you wash it. Make sure you soak it and wash it for at least 2 minutes. Add some salt to it while soaking it. We'll allow this to soak for at least 2 minutes. You know, the okra must have come in contact with some germs in the market or in the farm. So just soak your okra for at least 2 minutes. before cutting it. So we'll leave this for 2 minutes, then we'll come back and wash it, then cut it. It's 2 minutes now. I'll wash. So guys, we have different ways to cut your okra. You can use a knife to cut it manually on your chopping board with your hand. Then you can also use a grater to grate it. Then your blender. You can use your blender to blend it. And also, if you have a food processor, that is very nice. Just use your food processor to cut your okra. So we'll try these 3 processes. I'll use my hand, my grater, and the blender. So we'll see the one you like. We'll see how all of them will come out. After washing the okra, I have to cut it. So before you cut your okra, first of all, remove the head and the tip and discard. Then you cut in between and also do the same. You can see you have 4 slices before opening. Then you cut it. Though we have different types or different ways to cut your okra. You can blend it, you can grate it, repeat the same process, remove the tip and the head, discard, so I have a video on how to cut your okra, so check it out in my channel. We have different ways. You can grate it, you can blend it, you can even cut it in different shapes. So we'll repeat the same process. You can equally do it this way after cutting it. If you want to get tiny bits, just cut it this way. So guys, this is the okra. This is the chopped ones with chopping board and knife. These two. This one is into tiny bits. Then this is the round shape. Then this is the grated one, using a grater, then blended. All of them are actually okay. They are very good. You can use any method you want. Then if you have a food processor, that is very good. You use a food processor and just cut your okra. I actually have a video on how I did this, so check it out in my channel, Vivian TV. I prefer this. That's why this one is much. So tell me the one you prefer in the comment section. Our fish have been cooking for 10 minutes now. So I will gently bring them out and add them later when the soup is well cooked. This is the fish. You can see there is no water here. There is no much water. Instead of adding additional water. I'll just use the water I use to rinse the blender. I'll add it to it. Then I'll add my red palm oil. After 2 minutes, the oil have mixed very well with the water. I'll add my seasoning, the remaining seasoning cube. Some salt to taste. Then I'll leave it for another 2 minutes before I add my okra. It's 2 minutes now. I'll add the okra. Alongside with the spinach. You know, both of them are vegetables. I'll not let this to cook for long. I'll just leave it to cook for only 4 minutes. I don't like cooking my okra for long. Then the last thing is my crayfish. I like adding this last. It helps to bring out the taste. The crayfish taste. Stir very well. You can see that. It's thick. I didn't add pepper because the pepper I used for cooking the fish is already okay for it, so no need to add additional pepper. So I'll leave this to just cook for 4 minutes. And guys, it's 3 minutes now, so I have to add my fish and leave it for the remaining minutes for my okra soup to be ready. And see that, see it. That is all about this okra soup. So I'll leave this. You can see it. So I'll leave this for just a minute. Then our okra soup will be ready to eat. Just a minute.